Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. This guy's finally suffered a setback last week after ripping off 5 straight wins to start the year. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is the 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Brown on the draw play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about they pick up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
They will toss to Brown.
37-yard
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they run the option here on first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Draw play for Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and a yard.
Right back to Brown. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Given 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
This is Brown going up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And the Steelers first down.
A handoff for Warren. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the give, it's Warren. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Burrow. He connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. He'll find Metcalf. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Warren. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run it. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
On the run, it's Warren. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Junior on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Third down, here's Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he stays up. Now Burrow uses the football. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4
yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
An inside give, Brown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
A 24-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Powering his way forward. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. To throw is Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Here's second and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bengals first down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Up the middle, here's Perine. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll give this out the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Andre Yoshibas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, right, Scott. Thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs will approach this second half to come. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. There's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now run with Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers.
They'll run on first down. Warren. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 31.
They give it to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. This time Burrow will look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
This is Brown on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The home team's offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. 2nd and 10. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes this into the hands of Miller. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Now he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
It's now 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers.
From the gun to give to Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Brown going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.